I was really passionate about dancing as a hobby, and it was really, I loved it. And so I was trained very well, and I did many things in the gym and was flexible and so on. And all of a sudden then I had some back pain, and I couldn't move my arm up, and it was underneath the shoulder, and it was really burning so hard, and it didn't loosen since then, and it's now more than 20 years ago, so almost 25 years. And yeah, I went to the doctors, and of course I was expecting, yeah, I get an injection and then I'm fine again and I can go on working and so on. But it got worse anytime when I had been there. And they just say, okay, we did mobilization on the spine. Yeah, but it always flipped off again. And so this triggered then the nerve cells, and this was chronic pain in a few weeks. And so this got worse. So I was put off, wasn't able to work for 1 year. I was out of that. And of course, out of my hobby, my passion. And I was really, I loved that so much. And so I was pretty good. And I was considering to do this as a professional as well. So I couldn't do this any further. And my world was broken down. And so, yeah, since then, I try to get over it, and it comes again and again, all this tension. And lately again, it happened that I couldn't have a long drive, a car drive, for example. Sometimes I was 3 days off, and I had really this contraction here, and yeah, only hard medicines could give them a relief here, and then it was okay. But I didn't want to take all these drugs because they have side effects on the stomach and so on. I studied Dr. Joe, of course, and in the preparation of this workshop, and I did it at home. To be honest, I could have done better. I did my best, but yeah, so. And but here in this amazing group, it felt so safe, and yeah, we were all on our own, and everybody was working and contributing, and I just followed Dr. Joe's words, and he said, okay, do the job, and surrender, and no body, no thing, no time. And I was always thinking about that when we did this meditation, and my mind, and I'm used to do this different. I struggled to come in, and then I said, okay, do the job. And nothing, and so on. And I was surrendering to that. And as well, I couldn't find the point what is giving me this pain. I knew there should be something profound deep down in me, but I couldn't reach it. And then these things started to go on throughout the meditation, and I said, okay, this is weird. Like a spasm with a jar, for example, like that. My body started moving as I tried to relax. And I was like, what's that? Yeah, and I just said, okay, surrender and let it go. And I have been asking for healing. I said, okay, if this is part of it whatsoever, surrender, it may it be. The other day it got really weird. Then I was laying down on the floor, and I had all these contractions in the body, and then in the jar as well, and it was really spread out, wide open. And I know, what's that? And it was really giving me this tension as if somebody's pulling it out of the row. And I said, oh, what's that? And I couldn't hold it. It just happened immediately. In that moment, really, there was such a sound coming out of my mouth. It was so incredible. I got scared all over about myself. And from that moment on, it was completely, if something has been leaving my body, it was a relief. I just felt so happy in that moment, and this was so unknown. And then another day again, this came in, and I started crying all over and said, why are you crying when you're happy? And I couldn't reach it. I said, okay, this is such a relief, and happy feels good, so it's tears of joy, but it wasn't. It was something bittersweet in it. And after this action then, another day, again, something more mildly flew through my body then, and it was much milder. And then I guess I got the point, and I finally found it, what it was about. It was looking for love. This was a tiny little girl with curly hair and jumping towards her mother and wanted to be embraced. And I didn't know that this was me. At that moment, I knew it. And I think I didn't think that it would reach this deep. And yeah, so I couldn't speak after that then. And I really loved my mom, and I thought I had a good childhood and so on, and so nothing to complain about. And as well, seeing all these people here, they are struggling with their lives, and they have so many pain, and they come in wheelchairs, and so I was coming to improve my life and to get a better life and to be much happier and create it and work on myself. So this is what I've been having for. And of course, I was at a point in my life where I say, okay, there's something I want to get over, and something is pulling me back. And this is my old me, my old habits, and this all things. But I couldn't find the point. And this is what I want to do now. Be happy. It's so easy. And my chest feels so wide, and I can move, and my head, there's no tension in it anymore, no migraines. But it's all about happiness, and I deserve it, and I can receive it, and this was something where I had to struggle on. I noticed when come the tears, and it was this worthiness and receiving, self-love.